You can't do it properly, but I liked the idea that one person floated past me. /dev/car. Only for mine, I suppose I'd have to do /dev/PHEV. I thought that was about as clever as the VW bug and having the license plate say feature.
Yes.
Doubt that's going to help anything, but. Soft focused.
Yes, it does fit the one classical definition of a feature.
Documented?
It's a documented bug. It must be documented. It has plates.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to save my hand. Too close to winter. The skin is becoming.
I spent the afternoon folding boxes. When I got home, I plunged my hands into vats of Lubriderm. We were at Second Harvest, volunteer activity.
Gee, and I spent most of my day with a lawyer.
Oh boy.
The probate got more complicated.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, it does. I had been operating for the last 15 years or so under the belief that the house and lands were joint tenants with right of survivorship. Fortunately, I'm the type that looks for problems before closing, so I checked the title. Unfortunately, although I'm listed on the title, it had no rights of survivorship. The title was done wrong. So,
You know, the people who do those are paid to do them.
yes. And they collected
That's
their
their
money
job.
about 15 to 20, collected their money in 2003.
Okay.
And one of the people is dead, so really there's no recourse at this point.
I would guess not.
So what does that mean in terms of...
It means that I still pay all debts out of the estate first. I now have to sell the house for the estate rather than just sell it for me.
Okay.
Which means if I sell it at too low a price, I have to explain to somebody why I sold it at such a low price. And and approximately 1,500 in lawyer's fees because I chickened out at that point and said, no, I want the lawyer that does both Wisconsin and Minnesota law to advise me on how to protect myself while being the personal representative is what Minnesota calls them. Executor, basically, of my mom's estate. so he said there was no problem taking my promissory note and presenting it as a debt the estate owes. So the money I loaned Mom in order to pay for her assisted living comes back.
Okay.
That is a huge thing because that's tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
We are.
We are live now? Okay.
So if there's something you don't want to say.
Yeah, thank you for the warning. Basically, more things have to go through probate and potentially have to do announcements in Wisconsin of her death, which could cause the healthcare assistant who I didn't care for to try and claim that we owe money. I don't think she'll push it, but if she does, I'll push back.
Really?
Okay. Well, I don't know how well this is going to work without Martin. I'm not exactly sure what to do. But
Well, I guess one question is, since he's staying in the keep, if we return to the keep, will he at least give us free healing?
you were in the middle of the dungeon.
Oh, were we?
Yes.
I forgot.
That's why this is. Yeah, we the time before last, yes, we left
And came.
and came back, but we didn't realize that I was going to be sick the following week,
That's right. So we stayed in the middle of the dungeon.
or whatever it was that my back was terrible.
I think it was
actually.
the back.
Yeah, my
actually.
back was in. I was in so much pain that I couldn't play. That wasn't illness. It was more
Well,
injury.
it is.
It's-
Still
it's- yeah.
physical
It's
ailment.
a physical ailment. So we thought we were going to play the next week, and then we didn't.
And
But we were right in the middle of the dungeon. I'm pretty sure if I look at the map, I can. Yeah.
There's
you're
a
on-
sarcophagus on a pedestal.
Yes, you were just outside that room. You'd opened the door. It was actually more like a platform. Yeah. Well, okay, so the sarcophagus is on a pedestal that's on a platform. Because it's raised up off the platform.
Well, that works for me.
Yeah. And you were, you had opened the door and you were just outside the room and about to enter, and then we
decided to break.
decided to break without heading back.
And the brown bag descended upon the
Yeah,
universe.
it's a brown bag just under one others. So I suppose we could all decide,
We've got this chest with 3,000 copper pieces. We've got 2 other things. Maybe it's time to go back to town?
yeah, it looks like whatever is, I mean, if there's stuff in that sarcophagus, it's probably going to be a lot and heavy. And maybe you want to head home. Back to Morgansport.
I recognize the soundness of this argument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess we go back to where we left the large iron chest with 3,000 coppers in it and haul that away. Because, well, if we're heading there, the rest of what we have isn't that heavy. Chainmail, shield, longsword, a vial we haven't identified, 400 silver piece.
Fortunately, you guys didn't leave any enemies living behind you.
None that we're aware of.
So all you gotta worry about are possible wandering monsters.
In other words, the gelatinous cubes and such.
Well, this place seemed to be cleaned by gray oozes.
Gray ooze. That's ooze, cube. They were hard to see,
Yeah,
which is why I
they
made
blend
the
in with the
mistake.
floor. D6. Most of these dice are all D6s.
I swapped out the nib for a lefty.
Okay.
I am very happy.
Good.
I misheard that as mib, and I was wondering,
The
and
nib.
then I realized what you had actually said was nib.
And then you reparsed.
Yes, I had to reparse because it was no longer a computer term, it was something completely different.
And
All right.
Something completely different.
Backtracking through the dungeon. So, go back down the corridor. Left, go into that room that had the hobgoblins. And then go back to the long room. Then into that corridor and up the stairs. And then corridor through a secret door, and then down a corridor and up the stairs to the exit. You have made it to the exit.
Yay!
It
Yay.
was very boring.
Boring is good.
Boring can be good.
You didn't have to.
Boring.
You didn't have to
when,
pass over any of the trap doors. So.
boring when hauling a heavy chest of coppers is excellent.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is very heavy. Your boat is probably going to ride very low and not be especially fast.
Right?
So, back out onto the river. See the map? There, this map. Okay, you have made it to the shore without having to deal with anything on the river.
Yay!
Huzzah!
So you go up the dock your boat.
Yeah. Go
Up the bluff. There, a stairway cut into So it's not like you're climbing a wall or something. And you are back to Morgan's.
Yay!
Yay.
So, did anyone want the chainmail?
No.
Did anyone want the medium shield? Or a longsword?
A medium shield.
Yes. A medium shield and a total of 6 longswords.
I'm long-sworded enough, thank you, but a medium shield would be an improvement.
Alright. You may have it. Let's see, and you were Taran, right?
Yes.
Is there any idea, any way to figure out what this is in the vial? Are there rules for identifying potions? Or are there people in this port who might be able to do it for a fee?
No, you'd have to go to Slate Home.
Slate Home is a long ways away.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess we keep the mystery vial in hopes that someday we'll find out what it is.
Yep.
And as I recall, the blacksmith is the only one who's really interested in armor and weaponry. So
Mm-hmm.
check if he'll give anything for the chainmail and 6 longswords.
And a small shield.
Okay, if you want to throw a small shield in.
I'm not one of those people who likes to rattle while he walks.
Mm-hmm.
I never really learned how to use the shields. I have no use for them except to sell.
So, where did you recover these from? Was these the hobgoblins or?
I believe so. The chainmail, medium shield, and longsword were all off the same creature, along with the vial, I think.
Okay.
And the 5 longswords, I believe, was a group of hobgoblins.
Right.
Mm.
Hey!
I cannot be certain, but
No, I'm pretty sure that that's where they
okay.
came. Huh?
My notes here say bronze scimitar.
I don't see a bronze scimitar.
5 of
in my
them,
notes.
actually.
I have longswords. I don't know which they were.
Where does it say? Does it say where we got the bronze scimitar? What we were doing?
Hobgoblins at South Door. 4 of 6 are asleep. Number 5 is dead. Number 6 flees through a secret door. That's how we found the secret door.
Okay.
We recovered. My note here says bronze scimitar
Oh.
times 5. Pouches, 60 silver, 10 gold.
He doesn't want to give you anything for the bronze weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody uses bronze anymore. It's iron.
Hobgoblins do.
Well,
At least the ones we met. did.
we don't want hobgoblins to come into the fort anyway, so we're not selling to hobgoblins.
No. So
But okay, so you did you get? There was like a weapons room that had storage for weapons.
Swords. Oh, here's the 5 long swords. Through the east door, opened with the goblin key. There was a spear trap, and we raised 5 skeletons, dispatch them, and take their 5 long swords
Okay.
and their skeleton key.
and their skeleton key. Yes.
Yeah.
From a real skeleton, because the next treasure item was skeleton key from a real skeleton.
Good evening, Titanium Taz. Yes, it's game night.
so I guess they are long swords, and we didn't bother to carry the scimitars because we didn't think they were worthwhile.
Works for me. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was distracted
That's-
a moment. What? What do you? So you're selling the swords?
The long swords, yes.
All right.
We figured we left the bronze scimitars littering the floor of the dungeon because
Yeah.
they weren't going to be worth anything.
Yeah.
And we did
You've
check
never
that
seen
none of
anybody
this is
selling
magic,
bronze
right?
weapons before.
You did check that none of this is magic, or did you not? Did you?
I don't think we did.
Okay. Well, check the long sword we found separate from the other stuff. And
We have one detect magic per day.
okay. Check the long sword that was on the guy that was well armed and armored.
Okay. I checked said long sword.
It's not magic.
All right. We will sell him the chainmail tomorrow after we verify it's not magic.
Okay. So for a long sword that is not made of bronze, he will give you 2 gold pieces each.
Okay. So
He sells them for 10 gold pieces each.
Well,
that's fine.
are you going to complain to him about
No,
it?
not now that he's got 5 long swords.
Yeah. He's going to grow 3 more arms and start wielding
And
all
the
5 of
small
them.
shield that was the one he originally purchased.
Yeah.
I'm going to erase the medium shield because, well, you have it now, Tom?
Yes, I have
Updated the character.
updated the character. I have the medium shield.
Okay.
1 gold piece for the shield.
All right. And because it's the same sort of trivia, can we just say that tomorrow is such deal now with tomorrow's sale, but not advance time in case somebody wants to do something today?
Sure, we will have dealt with.
Is it magic?
It is not.
Okay, so chainmail. This actually should be valuable.
Yes, 15 gold.
All right.
You're not swimming in money, but that's a decent amount.
Well, so large iron chest. I'm thinking probably not.
The
Yeah.
chest itself is not worth anything.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
is worth something. I mean, you could
But-
sell it if that's what you wanted to do. It's very sturdy.
Okay. Well,
He'd give you. I mean, the blacksmith would give you a gold piece for it.
all right. We'll take that. And we're dividing this by 4. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Somebody keep track of
Yep.
money for Martin.
So let's see. Um, $7 gold, 100 silver, and 31 did 7. Remainder of 300 would be 775 copper, I believe, is 1/4 of 3,100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So everyone gets 7 gold, 100 silver, and 775 copper.
made note for this, and I had made a note for a note to give to Martin.
100 silver. Okay.
And I will now erase the money. Yay.
And everyone remembers it's 10 copper pieces to a silver piece and 10 silver pieces to a gold piece.
Thankfully, we're not on the old imperial money.
Yes.
As I recall, there wasn't much to spend on in this fort, though.
I mean, you can buy regular weapons, regular armor,
I
pretty
can't,
much everything on the basic equipment list.
do not think there's anything in there that is of use to me. Let's see.
I mean, is there a better hand weapon on the regular equipment list than a plain longsword?
Oh, that's right. They don't.
What do you mean by better?
More damage, probably?
Does it something that does more damage?
I mean, a great axe or a two-handed sword, those are both two-handed weapons. Do D10.
You could use them, but it means not using the
He's
shield.
not using the shield.
Yeah.
I cannot use them.
I would say that using I would say the extra damage for D10 versus D8 is not worth the loss of an armor class.
Probably not.
How much does a medium shield cost?
Annoyingly, they just list shield, generic shield in the book.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe they recently published a new book for Basic Fantasy called the Basic Fantasy Role-Playing Game Equipment Emporium.
Okay.
Okay.
So any of you guys want to keep up to date with what they've got out there for Basic. That came out in the last few months. Look at that and see if they have a little bit more detailed shield information. Really, there are different kinds of shields. You should be able to buy and sell different kinds of shields. All right. There it is. So, a small shield or buckler sells for 5 gold pieces. A medium shield sells for 7 gold pieces, and a tower shield or large shield sells for 15. Yeah. Why they only list shield in the basic book, I don't know.
So, how much does a medium shield?
Yes, the shield in the book obviously is the medium shield.
Okay.
Okay.
How much does the medium shield increase your armor class by?
The buckler, it says, gives you an AC bonus of +1 /0 versus missile weapons.
Okay.
The medium shield is +1 /+1, so +1 melee, +1 against missile weapons, and the tower shield is +1 /+3. So the difference between the different size shields is against missile weapons. I'll look at the description and make sure that that's the case, but that's where it seems. to be from the table. This one. This one. Yeah. Yes, that's how it is. That's the difference. It's the small shield. It gives you no bonus versus missile weapons, and the medium shield gives you a +1 armor class, and the power shield gives you a +3.
I am buying a bag of chalk with 200 copper, or worth the value of 2 gold, but I'm getting rid of the small coins first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see about holy water, because we have hit undead, and I believe that's effective against undead. I believe there is a church in the park.
There is. It's
The holy water salesmen tell us that it's good against the undead.
Yes.
I'd rather ask a priest.
That's the same person.
Oh, well, then hopefully it's an honest priest.
Martin's character will tell you that all priests are honest. Not to a
I
fault.
will tell him he's wrong.
All priests of the Reformed Church are honest.
Okay, that generalization is probably mostly true.
Alright, so. Yeah, it's the the Chapel of St. Quero.
Okay.
It is in Fort.
Morgansport.
In Morgan's Fort, yes, it is right there.
Let's see. What does it say about holy water? Holy water is explained in the encounter section.
Yes, I was just looking in the encounter section.
Well, then I will allow you to continue looking in the encounter section.
All right. You know, it's easier to search an electronic document than it is physical documents. I should have pulled these up. All right. What? Range explained in the encounters section. There. Holy water damages undead creatures. A flask of holy water can be thrown as a grenade-like missile. The flask breaks if thrown against the body of a corporeal creature, but to use it against an incorporeal creature, it must be opened and poured out onto the target. Actually, you can splash it onto the target.
Okay.
It doesn't splash very far, but yeah, you don't have to stand over it and pour it onto the creature. It must be generally requiring the attacker to be adjacent to the target. That's actually true.
Okay.
A direct hit by a flask of holy water deals D8 points of damage to an undead creature. In addition, each such creature within 5 feet of the point of impact receives 1d6 points of damage from the splash.
Wow.
So, if they're packed tightly, you can get a bunch of them. Holy water is only effective for 1 round.
Okay.
So you can't like pour it out onto the floor and have them walk into it days later or whatever. It's
Yep.
not a barrier type of thing.
So, has the church got to me first of all?
Yes.
And let's see. So 100 coppers is a gold. I gotta switch to silver. That
Because you have a member of the church as part of your party, he can negotiate a better deal than
10 gold.
10 gold per vial.
Okay.
He can get it for 8 gold. But he has to do some extra work around the chapel.
I'm willing to volunteer.
Yeah, he's not going to be doing 2 gold worth of work in the chapel, obviously. So it is a good deal. Mopping the floors is not good work.
Okay, I believe I would.
Let's see, he's a second or a third level pair.
He is at least second because he has heal.
Okay, then he has an actual mop instead of having to.
Yeah, he's
Be
not
on
a
all
first level
fours.
character. No, he's able to cast a spell, which in this system, first level clerics cannot cast spells.
They just are inferior fighters.
I think they can still turn undead.
Oh,
Yeah, that they can do.
okay.
So.
If they're really lucky.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like they have a really great chance. But,
I will. I. 3 vials of holy water in a mixture of copper and silver.
Okie dokie. Yes, first level cleric can turn a skeleton 13 or better. That's not, unlikely. Just not guaranteed.
Plus
They're essentially 8 gold each.
Yep. So the church isn't super excited, but still, they've made a decent amount on every one.
Yeah.
Since I believe it costs half.
I bought 2 of them.
Okay. As I said, I bought 3. Which
Well, they
Took
don't have
care
an
of-
unlimited supply, but
Right.
they've got that.
that takes care of the thousands of coppers I have. I'm down to 49 coppers.
So the chapel of St. Quirrell has a lot of copper pieces right now.
And
That's
a
what
fair
you're saying.
number of silver.
Okay, well that's fine.
The person selling bags of chalk has a lot of 200 copper rolls.
Yeah, he's probably going to give you a little bit of a dirty look. The chapel, they don't mind. They have things they can do with all that copper. But the guy who sells random sundries, you're giving him a pile of copper that it's going to take him a year to get rid of, probably.
Well, there's a money lender, but I didn't want to pay his prices.
No, I don't want to do that either.
No. What the sundry salesman will do will jack up the price a little bit, so he has to give you change.
Of copper.
Copper.
Yep. Even so, I don't know many copper you gave me, but I'm guessing a lot. Let's see.
Let's see. It was approximately 800 copper.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
In
hold
giving
it. Chalk is 200 copper.
yeah, 200 copper.
The church got 800.
Yeah.
He got 200.
And as I said, the church doesn't mind,
Yeah.
but 200 copper is going to take a long time to give people change of that.
Yes, a couple vials of holy water is probably a good idea.
Do they have 2 more?
All right.
They've got a priest in the back room cranky.
No,
But now
they have a font.
They may
with
not
holy
have, but
water,
now
and then they need special vials.
blessed files
Yes.
to maintain its
But they also
integrity.
have to be usable as missile weapons. You want them to break when you throw them.
them.
So
So, in the Emporium of Items, is there anything that might be of use to me? You said there is now an Emporium of Items.
there's a new book.
Basic Fantasy RP.
Yes. The Basic Fantasy Equipment Emporium. You go to the Basic Fantasy Role-Playing Downloads page.
Basic Fantasy Org. General the Workshop.
You want the downloads page.
Okay.
But I allow, if it's a published book, I figure they've checked it thoroughly. So this is one that you can buy on Lulu.com or Amazon.com. I don't have it yet. I just noticed it like last
The
month.
Equipment Emporium.
Yes.
That PDF.
So, I guarantee that everything in the book is available within the fort. You can ask me, and some of these things that they don't have on hand, like if it's a weapon, the blacksmith may be able to make it.
Have we run into into any creatures in the old fort that were using missile weapons?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Using missile weapons in a dungeon. I mean, it's such cramped quarters that you tend to just close and attack with hand weapons.
Okay. I like their
Yeah.
picture. The cover of the
Yes.
Equipment Emporium. The fighter that is acting as a pack mule.
In Martin Schaefer's incarnation of Minneapolis Dungeons, one of the items you could buy at the general store was a golf cart.
A golf cart.
Well, the golf bag on wheels type of golf cart.
Yeah, okay, that kind.
It was strongly suggested that any characters above about third level buy one of those
Okay.
because it kept all your weapons organized, and you could grab the one you needed quickly. And if you didn't have one, well, then you had to roll to see if you got the weapon, to see if you see how long it took you to find the weapon you wanted to be using right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never played one of those dungeons, but
Did you ever play in Joe Halpern's dungeon?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
so yeah, if you want to look and ask me about something that's in the new Equipment Emporium, go right ahead. Otherwise,
I think we can head back to
Martin's character says he has to stay at the chapel.
Mhm.
Yep. There's some strange reason.
Well, he's
Like I
he's
just volunteered.
yes. you did, as a matter of fact, just volunteer to work there in return for getting a 2 gold per vial discount for any member of your group.
It was well worth the sacrifice.
Yes.
And we're going to now go back and investigate the sarcophagus.
Yep.
All right.
Can we ask in the church first? What deities use sarcophagus for burial, or is that common? I mean, back home they did it because, well, they're made of rock and they fit well in the caves, but
Did you see any markings on it, or were there any paintings nearby, or do you remember what the area looked like that it was in? If I hadn't told you before,
I,
the religious history of this area is a little complicated. I mean, we came in here as the Church of Ta, but there were people here already who worshipped other gods, and some of those churches are still in existence. They're called, sort of as a group, they're called the 100 Gods.
okay.
So there were a lot of religions before we got here, and educated the
Natives.
natives.
Well,
So were
there-
there obvious signs of Church of Ta there? At the sarcophagus?
not where you do.
Not what we
yeah.
saw.
Yeah, Martin's character said no. There was no markings for Church of Ta anywhere in the old fort, and I believe the old stone fort actually predates our
Expansion.
arrival. Yes, our arrival here. Does anybody have the description of the area near that room?
As a matter of fact, the room has religious murals, but they're pagan. There's
Yes.
a pedestal in a basin, not Ta, so not interesting.
Well, interesting in that maybe.
My note about the sarcophagus is some king guy.
Some king guy. Wow.
so we did look at the murals.
You did look
We
at
can
the
describe
murals.
the murals.
You can describe the murals. So
And then platform.
definitely
sarcophagus.
not Church of Ta. Well, let me. So I can tell you that it's almost certainly one of the 100 gods. And from what you were saying, it's probably like water related.
Okay. That would
Um,
make sense since the fort's surrounded by.
yeah. So like a river god. Thank you. A river god, maybe specific to this area.
Okay.
I
I
can't.
won't say no.
I can't give you a definite. This is the name of the god, but
Thank you.
that's what I'm thinking.
So, did they tend to use a lot of sarcophagi?
some of the some of the older gods, some of the worshippers of the older gods did use for like very high ranking people would use the sarcophagus. Usually, a person would have to be of a legendary stature, like somebody who they might say, someday he will return and blah, 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 you know, clear the area of the unbelievers or whatever. I didn't do very well.
That's fine. We don't do very well on them either. So, what I'm hearing is it's a god that none of the civilized people worship.
Yes, it is. The civilized people, the civilized humans, all worship Ptah.
Mm-hmm. And maybe it'd be good to be wary.
Often there are protections associated with such things. I mean, they don't like grave robbers.
Okay. But they're not around anymore.
Yeah, and they're pagans. I mean, they're one of the. Who
So,
cares? I certainly don't. Rob their graves.
okay.
Don't plunder a tomb of someone who worshipped Ptah. That would be sacrilegious.
Okay. I guess we have our answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for my own character's benefit,
Yeah.
dwarves, do they tend to have their own
Yes.
champion? Okay.
Some dwarves do actually worship Ptah, a different aspect of Ptah,
But
a dwarven aspect of Ptah. But yes, they also have their own.
okay. So the Ptah worshippers, do they tend to be Ptah is the only one, or do
Yes, they are
okay.
monotheistic.
all Ptah worshippers are monotheistic?
Yes.
Okay.
That ginger flavor can be intense.
This one isn't.
It's nice.
He didn't put it all in his mouth at once.
Oh,
It makes a difference.
It does, yes.
so outside the priest hearing, we can then discuss. So, are we going to plunder the sarcophagus of some rich old noble? So far, when it comes to traps, I have a pretty consistent record.
Yes,
Are you willing
it's not a good one.
to drag my body back? If we maintain that record.
Sure.
I was getting to the part about what type of
Yeah.
record it was.
I'm up for
Okay.
a little bit of tomb robbing. How about you?
Oh, I'm in for it.
Okay.
Should we wait until tomorrow?
Yeah. Because
The next tomorrow?
Okay.
Because then the very first thing we could do is I could do detect magic on the sarcophagus.
To see if it's trapped with magic?
Yeah. Or if there's magic somehow involved with it.
Something I'm thinking.
Yes?
Swords are okay against skeletons. Bow and arrow is useless.
I have a mace. I picked up a mace.
I have a mace. I have a sling.
I think I may stop and pick up a mace on our way out of town.
Okay.
Bookkeeping. Never forget the bookkeeping.
Mace is 6 gold
Yes.
and does a die 8.
I just have to remember how I'm accounting for these things here. Must be my stats.
A club is cheap, though. If you want to do that for it, one.
And how much damage does a club do?
Die 4.
Okay.
Quarterstaff is die 6.
Oh, I'm going to follow your lead and buy the holy water in copper.
Well, thanks so very much.
It only makes sense.
Okay. There. Okay. Bookkeeping arranged. I now have a mace. Getting close to rattling while I walk.
Okay, so we are heading back.
Yep.
Back to our boat. Back on the river. We make it to the island. Yay! We enter the dungeon.
Oh, it's a scary one, kids.
Yes, Count Floyd. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Entrance down. Corridor. Door. And down the corridor, and then down the stairs. We're down to the second level.
Fortunately,
down.
it was nice weather.
Hmm?
It was apparently not raining.
It was not. And
Otherwise, you would have started singing the ant song.
all right, we are back to the door of the room, which is still sitting there open,
All right.
and we have encountered absolutely nothing.
Yay!
So
Well, corpses.
start
And those don't really
searching my
count.
way to the color sarcophagus, since he said they tend to protect it. We'll just take our time searching all the way there for traps.
Okay, so
When it comes time, go ahead and just roll the what is it?
so
to
the room
find
is
a-
about 30 by 30, squarish. The platform is in the center of the room and is 10 feet on a side, and then the sarcophagus is about 8 feet long and about 6 feet wide, sitting on a pedestal that is on top of the platform.
And most of this is made of stone?
Yes, well-crafted stone,
Good,
says the dwarf.
because the dwarf also says it's a 2 in 6 chance to detect stone traps. I don't know what the normal chance of detecting traps is, but it sounds like most of this is stonework, so if
Yes.
it's a trap, it's probably in the stonework.
So, you've moved 10 feet into the room.
Check the
You're going to start checking the platform. All right. It's time to roll initiative.
That's a die 20, right?
No.
No.
D6.
D6.
Higher
Okay.
goes first.
That's not me.
It's not me either, I think.
Wow, I rolled a 1.
I
Well,
rolled a
go
1
with-
as well.
I rolled a 2.
All right, we are going to roll off.
Okay.
The ones roll off. Did you say roll
Okay.
a 1? Oh, you got a +1.
Yes.
So, and the 2s have to roll
So-
off then, right?
No,
You can
it's-
just take it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, the
You rolled
players,
higher.
yeah, the players can be at the same time. I didn't want the opponents to be at the same time as one of you guys.
Right.
Yep.
So,
So who won that one?
I'm not sure.
I did. So
Oh, okay.
I go before
we
you
go-
on, but
you
I'm-
go.
I
he
have
goes.
mace in hand because, well, it could
All right.
be.
So you guys
stones.
are 2s?
2s.
twos.
Wow.
Spent a long time in the tavern last night, basically.
So- What you see is the 2 front corners of the platform had sort of recessed areas in them, and springing up from the recessed areas, it looks that it's water that seems to look kind of like snakes, 2 snakes.
Aha.
So
Water snakes. Got it.
Except they're not water snakes because they're not actually snakes. They are entirely made of water.
They're snakes made of water. They're water snakes.
Stop calling them water snakes.
Okay. But I'm
Because a
not
water
calling,
snake is a specific thing.
But I'm not calling them water elementals unless we recognize that that's what they really are.
If you want to, you can make a D20 roll to see if you recognize them as water elementals.
That's a 9.
That's a 5.
4.
Okay, you're all pretty much ignorant. Oh, by the way, if you do have an intelligence bonus, that
Oh, yeah.
would be
I
added
don't.
here.
I do,
That
but
makes
it would have got me
sense.
to a 7.
Okay, that's nice.
We're slightly above the level of idiot.
It's a knowledge thing, not an intelligence thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, none of you know that these are water elementals. I suppose if you want to call them water snakes, then that's fine. So 2s.
Yes.
I will not call 6, 5, 4, 3 every round because that would be silly.
Well. it's
So yeah,
good
they
thing
look
I-
hostile, by the way. They don't look like they're here to be your friends.
Good thing I have the mace out because I doubt that stabbing it with a dagger would do anything whatsoever. But we will try the mace on one and see if that works.
Is this weapon magical?
No, it is not. And at a 2, I didn't come near hitting it. Total of 4.
Oh wow! No.
Okay.
So, I guess it's me.
Hey,
Oh, that's right. It's you. Sorry.
am I actually within striking range of one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you were right behind the thief.
Right.
And they are like 5 feet this way and 5 feet that way. So you can choose the one on the right or the one on the left.
Which one did you choose?
The one on the left.
Okay, I'm going for the one on the right.
Okie dokie.
That would be a 17.
Is this weapon magical?
Yes.
Good. 17 hits.
And if memory serves me correctly, the fact that it's +3 means it's +3 to hit and +3 damage.
Yes.
Correct.
I did, and I just rolled the wrong thing.
Keep it.
I need a D8.
Well, I guess I would have allowed him to keep it, but
5.
5. All right. Okie dokie. Splash. It looks like it damaged it.
Okay.
All right, so now it's me.
This is likely to hurt.
Yeah.
All right, so the one on the right is attacking the person who attacked him. I rolled an 11. Is your armor class that bad?
No.
Okay. The one on the left is going to attack the one who attacked him. Oh, yeah, that hit you.
Okay.
I know that. I mean,
I can't see.
He rolled a
that.
17.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that hit.
and I have
A bonus.
a bonus because I'm
That-
not a
yes.
0 hit point creature. Take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
That was me.
Okay, me. Let's see if I can do any better with the longsword. Yes, it is magical. I have no idea what magic it has, but we know it's
The
magical.
question is only, is it magical?
Yes. 12. That's where's my bonus? Oh, looking at the wrong page.
Probably at 1
Yes. So that's a 13.
plus any magic.
Yes, there's no indication of other pluses on this weapon.
So your total is 13,
13
not
individuals.
counting any magical bonuses the
Right.
weapon has.
Right.
Which one is the one on the left or the right?
I'm attacking the one on the right since it's done damage to him.
That's
Yeah.
the one on the left.
Oh, excuse me, the one on the left then.
Okay, so you're attacking the one on the left.
Yes.
You don't appear to do anything to it.
Chris, you have some idea what the magic is of this sword.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I
I
probably
probably
someone did.
Yes.
Initiative again.
No, it's
Nope.
just at the beginning of combat.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
rolling every round.
Okay.
So 2s.
Uh,
All right. Are you keeping the same opponents?
I'm keeping the
Yes.
same opponent.
All right. So you're right, you're left.
And once again, I missed with the total of 9.
You did miss with a total of 9. They don't have, a curse on them or something to have that bad of armor class.
I think technically that's a 21.
Yes.
And
But it is not a natural 20, which
Right.
is different.
and 9 points of damage.
Okay, so 21 hits. That's a magic weapon, so it does affect it. And you said 9 points of damage?
Yep.
Sploosh!
It is now a puddle.
It
rather
is
than
now,
a
yeah,
sea.
there's now a big puddle of water where the water snake used to be.
Oh, good. They can be destroyed.
Yes, they can be destroyed.
Now
They
it's-
don't bleed, so I wasn't sure.
Yes, they wouldn't bleed. No, that's not something they would do.
Now it's the remaining snake's turn.
Okie dokie. So
It
you
hit me
or
last
you,
time.
right?
Yep.
And I haven't hit it. He has hit it once for no effect.
Well, he struck. He
struck it.
he struck
and
at it.
Struck it, and it didn't
didn't
seem to
seem
care.
to care.
Alrighty, I am attacking you.
Yep.
That looks like it may miss.
Yes, that is an 11.
That will miss.
Good. Well, So,
Okay, I'm going to keep on keeping on.
That's gonna miss.
I'm
A
not even
2.
bothering to add the bonus to
yeah,
it.
that
so-
it is not a plus 15 weapon.
No.
I'm gonna shift, make sure there's enough room for another in combat, and
Okay.
continue to swing. when
Yeah, I
you're
mean
on
that
the
you
next
can
round.
you can move so that there's room.
I'm sorry, I jumped. a little.
Okay, so no,
Nope.
No.
we're going to the top of the round again.
Oh, that's right. It's him,
Those two,
them.
me, and then you.
Right.
So, oh, it might hit. Total of 13.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's a 12.
Your turn.
Okie dokie. Staying on you.
Okay. Just lucky, I guess.
All right, that is a 14.
That's exactly what you needed.
Okie dokie.
Your armor class is a 13?
14.
14. Yes.
You have to match
You have
the
to
armor
match armor
class.
class. Okay.
Match or beat. Take an entire 2 points of damage.
I'm still up.
That's good.
Your turn.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
it
only
seems to be
12. Only an
striking
11.
you. That's
Well, it's
So-
it's an 11 plus whatever bonus for the
Plus
weapon.
whatever bonus there is for the weapon. Yes.
yeah, that's no.
No.
Okay.
12 didn't work last time. So
Ah,
yeah.
previous,
New
earlier.
Forgot.
round, I'm going to bravely get out of combat.
Bravely
Brave,
run away.
brave Sir Robin.
All right, you
I shall
withdraw.
Strike at the. And that looks like it's going to miss.
What's the
It's a
bonus?
9.
Yeah, but what's your bonus?
For-
I have a +1 for class, and it's a +3 longsword.
Okay, so that's 13.
13.
That is not enough. You're right. Okay, so it's me.
Mhm.
I still have 2.
Still Yes.
It's you.
Oh, goody.
So
He hit you.
Okay.
I
He
hit
rolled a
you.
19.
19. Yes, that'll hit me.
Yes. No bonus, but all right.
For a whole point of damage.
Point of damage.
I took a point.
Whop.
Well, we have a pattern here. It did 3 damage, then it did 2 damage. Now it's done 1
It's
damage.
not going to be healing you later in the combat. Okay. I
It's now
assure
your
you, that is not what's going to happen.
It's now your turn to strike at it.
Okay. It's striking.
That might hit
13
plus weapon.
plus weapon. 13 plus weapon.
Close, but no.
Back around.
Back around to the top. You are staying out of combat, I
Yes.
assume. Yes.
Ooh.
17 plus 4 is 21
21.
That hits.
for 10 damage.
Oh!
That must be near max.
Yeah, it's a
die
7
eight.
and a D8. Yeah.
It's a 7 on a D8, yeah.
Yes, and that does damage it quite a lot. All right, so me. Whoop. Where did that go?
On the floor.
Yeah, eventually. All right, so. You.
Me this time.
All right.
Is that a 1?
It is.
Do bad things happen on 1s in this system?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so. I think it's just.
I think it's just always.
It's an
miss.
automatic miss.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Okay.
Which don't believe.
But it's really glad the other snake is already gone because the other snake would just be shaking its head.
There's no such thing as a critical failure.
Okay.
But I did very badly miss you. Like, you're wondering what the point of that attack was. You're not even sure it was attacking you.
I was about to say.
That's a miss.
Okie dokie, back to
Next
the top.
round.
That's a miss.
All right. You.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Ouch.
For 2
2
points of damage.
points of damage. Whop.
Oh, give me a break here. Okay. Another miss.
Another 3.
Wow. Okay, I guess it's your turn.
That's a 1.
Oh my goodness. Well, automatic miss.
Yep.
A lot of dancing around as people.
Uh-huh. Who's he
uh,
aiming at?
oh, let's see. You.
Me again.
And I hit.
And you hit.
Yes, I rolled an adjusted 20 again. So, 3 points of damage.
Ouch. That
You
takes me
might-
down to 0.
Okay.
You probably don't want to be in combat anymore.
Yeah.
Probably aren't in combat anymore.
I'm going to bravely retreat.
Okay.
Oh, are you still conscious at 0? 0 is always a strange situation.
Yeah. Let me look. You are unconscious.
I am unconscious. Okay.
So you fall.
I fall. Well,
I will go in the room, grab my friend, and if I still have time, pull them up.
You had. I thought you had just pulled back a little, but you'd actually left the room.
I wanted to make sure I was out of combat range.
Okay, you can move into the room and grab your friend, but you can't actually pull them. All right.
18 plus 4 is 22.
Wow, you're the major
For
offensive force. How
For
much?
9 points of damage.
Yeah, that not doing well.
It's still up, evidently.
It's still up.
It is still up.
And
Much tougher
technically, I
than the
suppose it has 3 targets, 2 of them moving.
I'm not going to attack the prone person.
Okay.
Probably not going to attack you, but I will give it a chance. Oh.
I'm just that lucky.
I gave it a 1 in 6 chance of attacking you. So of
Just
course,
that-
what did I roll?
Just that I am just that lucky.
So, unless a 10 hits you, I mean, did you strip off all your
Nope,
armor?
14 is still the target number.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's
Oh
going to
my.
be very dead. That says 21 for 11 points of damage.
All right. It is dead. It is not very dead.
what weapon are you using?
The +3 longsword with detect magic once a day.
Ah, yes.
So, yes, the basic rule for damage is that at 0 points you're dead. But there are other rules, optional rules that I use. So at 0, you're actually
Unconscious.
unconscious. You die at negative your
Constitution.
constitution. Yes, and I don't remember where I got that from. They have optional rules for making things a little less deadly than
The
0 you
original
die.
D&D.
Yeah. So yes, you're unconscious, and
We have the unicorn horn to bring him conscious.
okay.
Yes.
How many
This will be
swigs?
the last swig.
I think it's worth it to get you conscious.
Yes.
Okay. For 5 points. That
Yay!
brings me almost up to where I belong.
Okay. Yeah, I never like that. You go from fully, healthy to, oh, you're dead.
Works well for the grunts that you fight.
Yeah. Well, but and specifically these kinds of creatures are dispelled at 0.
Yes.
So that's actually different. But
So, I found the trap, evidently.
it's not a trap. I mean, it's opponents.
Ambush.
Okay, so just because I'm paranoid, there were 2 recesses there. Are there mentioned 2 recesses
There
farther
are
back?
not.
Oh, good.
Good. Now I'll go back to checking the platform.
Okie dokie.
And then the sarcophagus.
All right, there are no traps on the platform or the sarcophagus, and
Okay.
you stack traps in the way that you normally do.
Okay.
You don't find them, and then you like step on the area and
Yeah.
nothing goes off.
Yeah. So, we know it's a water god. We fought water guardians. Do we open it at this point?
We either open it or we try and haul it out of here.
You are not hauling this out of here. Okay.
Stone sarcophagus.
It's a stone. It's a 4 foot by 8 foot stone sarcophagus.
Oh, I thought you said it was 6 by 8.
Oh, 6. Yeah, you're right. 6 foot by 8 foot stone sarcophagus. It is huge and it is made of stone. You are not Shadowjack. You cannot lift awe-inspiring weights.
Right.
I
guess
will-
we're pushing the top off.
I will double check there's no traps on the lid, and then we will push this top off.
Okie dokie. Somebody make a strength roll.
17.
Wow.
Are we rolling for high or rolling for low? in this
you
case?
want low actually.
Oh,
Wait, yeah. 17 is good. So
17 on a die 20 is
Yeah.
what I rolled.
so we're trying to roll high? or
Yeah.
low? Okay, 19.
Woo.
7.
Oh,
right.
excuse me, with the bonus 20.
So between the two of us, it just slides
it
pretty
it
controlled.
moves fairly easily. Yes, you're now.
It's
Are
still
you
heavy.
pushing it so it lands on the ground? Or are you rotating
I don't
it?
want to bust it, so rotate.
Yeah, if you were to push it so there is a chance that it would bust. You can look at that. And being a dwarf, you would say, yeah, that kind of a fall might damage the lid. So we'll just.
Being
We'll
a
just
dwarf, I
slide
don't
it
want
down a
to
ways,
steal.
yeah.
Don't want to.
This is all really good stonework, by
Yeah.
the way. Alrighty then. So, what you have found is a dead guy in what was probably like it's not he's got like plate armor, but it's not
Steel.
steel and it's not practical.
Okay.
It's
a ceremonial.
It's a ceremonial set of armor.
Okay.
And you can guess that because it's tarnished in a way that tells you that it was probably made of silver.
Ooh.
So that's a lot of silver for
That's a
plate
lot of
armor.
silver.
Yeah.
So as armor, nobody would wear this in combat, but as silver, that's a lot of silver.
Yeah.
So take the dagger and the
I'm not
non-magical-
done describing.
Okay.
All right. In addition, laying sort of on his chest is a sword that is literally made of gold. So once again, no one would use this in combat. Gold is way too soft. It's
Yeah.
not even, bronze. It's but wow,
Heavy and worth
worth a lot of gold pieces. In addition, he's got sort of a chain with what is that called? No, there's a metal surrounding a large gem. A pendant. Yeah. So he's got that, and
jeweled pendant.
apparently putting him in a sarcophagus didn't protect him at all. He's wasted away. There's bones in there. It's
Okay.
not a guy anymore.
So what color's the gem?
It is red.
Okay.
Okay, so golden sword, silver armor. Just because I'm curious.
The necklace, by the way, the chain is silver, and the metal around the red gem is silver as well.
Take the non-magical dagger, scratch the silver to see if it's silver plated or really looks like silver all the way through.
It looks like it's silver all the way through.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Wow.
that would be worth a fair chunk of change, even if we ignore the historic value of a unknown
Yeah,
human.
and it is very ornamental. There's like scroll work and various images engraved into it.
However,
So not just silver value, but yeah, as you were saying, it's got a historical value. It's
and-
artistic.
artistic and historical value.
And the sword as well has all sorts of ornamentation. The pendant isn't especially ornamented.
So we're not going to get our value for it if we sell it at Morgansport, because they aren't going to be all that interested in the history, I would guess.
Yeah, but we do want to run up to.
Yeah, if you were to sell it for the silver value, you could get quite a bit of money for it, and the gold
But-
value for the sword. But yes, if you want to,
But we did kind of run up. We did kind of want to run up to Slate Home to do some, to buy some pages for to get some pages of our magic books inscribed.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope this would get some ink on the book, something of this value.
I'm kind of wishing we had our cleric here. I fear curses, like any sane, civilized person.
Oh, I suppose there could be a curse.
I'm most interested in why that pendant isn't more ornamented.
oh, also the silver of the chain.
Chain is tarnished.
No,
No?
the
Oh.
chain and the surrounding silver surrounding the redstone aren't tarnished. Unlike the
Use
armor.
the sword on the pendant, it sounds like.
You used it already on
We already
the
used it on the
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus today.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow we'll want to, because it looks like silver and it's not tarnished.
Do we want to camp out here for a day, or do we want to risk carrying it out?
I'm really badly hurt, but I guess it doesn't make a huge difference which we do.
Pick
How-
up some potions of healing.
I don't think they had any at Morgansport.
They do not usually have healing potions in Morgansport.
Yeah, we had
And
we had to get.
It is something that they sometimes have.
Okay. And they were
But
very,
not
very
usually.
expensive, as I recall.
Yeah. Well,
Special orders, you know.
well, they just don't get them very often. So they sell them dearly.
The ones that we bought in Slate Home.
Yeah. So, I guess. How. Are you at less than half hit points?
Oh no,
certainly
I'm
am.
almost full.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 hit points. Come on.
I got 6, man.
Well, then, I guess we can.
Yeah, he's multi-class. It takes a long time for him to go up levels.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Oh, yeah,
I
How
guess.
much for experience were they worth?
exactly.
Okie dokie. Let me go look. Everybody. Standard here, but I had a calculation. So, total of 1,200 between the two of them.
Ooh, I'm close.
So 1,200 piece.
No,
Total.
total.
600
no.
each.
Yes, each of you get 1,200.
Each of us get 1,200.
Each of
Yes.
us get 1,200.
Yay!
Yes,
Hey!
because I'm generous like that.
Yay!
Level 2!
Yeah, second level.
I I am hearing that we're camping for the night so that they can be second level.
They have to go back to
We have to go back to
Morgansport
Morgansport.
Oh,
to
okay.
become second level.
Yes.
They can't do it in a dungeon.
We're
All right.
provisional. We're provisional second level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you survive till we get back, you're
Uh-huh.
second level.
So I assume then that you're not camping in the dungeon overnight. You're going back to
I
Morgansport.
think we are going to bring this to Morgansport.
So
which
are we
means-
going to try and pick up the gold and the silver and the enchanted silver and not touch the enchanted silver? Or are we going to slide the sarcophagus cover back on and come back tomorrow?
Let's try and take it out today.
Okay.
Looking around the room, is there something like the altar lighting sticks or anything that could be used to lift the
something.
necklace off without
No.
no?
I mean, you guys have stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
I
looking
mean-
at my stuff then.
Daggers will do the job. And,
Also, if you have any
okay.
iron spikes.
I have
Yeah.
iron spikes.
I
And
have Iron Maiden spikes.
Iron Maiden spikes.
Yes.
He took them from the inside of
I took
Iron
them from
Maiden.
the inside of an Iron Maiden.
Okay. I have regular spikes that we use for doors and such stuff. Or I have a crowbar.
Ooh, the crowbar would.
Be easier, I think.
I think the crowbar would be the of what we
will
have.
try and
Okay.
get
So-
the necklace
so our
off with the
deteriorated
crowbar.
So
in
the,
the
the,
box.
the armor is in. It's got a skeleton inside. I mean,
Yep.
the dead guy.
Yep.
Are you like getting
I-
him out of it,
I am
or
starting with the necklace, trying to just lift that up out of the sarcophagus.
it's so it's around.
Around what's
It's
left of the neck.
plate armor, and it's around his neck on the outside of the armor. So you will have to lift it and sort of
around.
pull it past the top of his head, and then lift it
Okay, I'll try and do that.
up. Roll a d20.
Sure. An 11, 12 if I add dex bonus.
Yes, you're adding dex. Sure. That's not a difficult thing. You manage to slide it under the back of his head and pull it up. You've
Do
got
we
it.
have any?
You've got it hanging there now.
I
Yep.
was gonna say, do we have any bags or?
Boxes
Or
or
boxes.
Hang on.
I hope you have bags.
We have backpacks at least.
Well,
Yes.
that's true as well.
Surprisingly enough, I've got a backpack and a belt pouch. I didn't bother picking up any bags.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, maybe the next time you're in town, you can
Yes.
deal with that. But,
Yes.
I
Us-
have a bag of chalk, but I'm not sure we want to put this in with the chalk.
That's not a
Probably-
big bag, though. It's a tiny. You could fit the pendant in there, but it's not.
we
You're not
have
going to
our
fit a lot
doubts about-
more than that in there.
Yeah.
You're not
Okay.
going to put the armor in there, for instance.
Okay.
That's fine. I was
Um,
just looking for a container for the pendant that we then wouldn't have to touch it in case it's something nasty.
I was gonna say, there's that room back there that has lots of oil in it, and it had things for putting oil in.
Uh-huh.
Shall we go see if we?
Yeah.
Shall one or two of us run back there and try and find something, or shall we all three run back there?
Let's save some time. I'll take out the bedroll. We'll put it in the bedroll. We'll put the bedroll back in my backpack.
Okay. Works for me.
My bedroll is getting laid flat, so that we have someplace to put the item.
Okay.
Hey,
Now, I think that it would take all day if I tried to do something like that with the armor and stuff. So I think
Yeah.
we just touch it.
Yeah, the arm the
We will start with the sword. Just try and lift it up. It's gold, so it's heavy.
okay. So you touch the sword.
Yep.
It's obviously not tarnished because it's gold.
Right.
So I'm not sure exactly how to do this.
You turn into a mute. A nuke.
No.
I got better. Is there a saving throw? Is the first question.
Sure. Why don't you make a saving throw?
Death
ray
ray or
poison,
poison.
magic wand, paralysis or turn to stone, dragon breath, or rod stave spell.
There it is. Blah 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 spell.
Spell. Okay. So I have a total of a base 17 for the roll.
Now, the spell is you. If you feel a spell trying to affect you, you're going to try and resist it because you don't know
Yep.
if it's good or bad.
Right. So 8 and 3 is 11 versus a save of 14. I think that's a failure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Find out what the spell is.
You feel affected by a spell.
Oh, I don't find out what the spell is.
Not immediately.
Hey
no.
guys.
When you say that, his voice is booming with great command. Like if he was on a battlefield, everybody on the field would hear him.
I try whispering. Oops.
Booming with great command.
Hands off of it. Testing.
Normal voice.
It's a magic sword. I have identified it as a magic sword.
Yeah.
I'm not talking while carrying it.
In the future, if you don't want to save versus the sword affecting you, you don't have to. You can just say it affects you.
Yes.
So, we pick up the sword and put it on the bedroll.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
The great sword of Magnavox.
yes, the great sword of.
You can write it down as the sword of command.
Sword of command.
It would be very useful to someone on a battlefield.
Oh yeah.
And the question is,
These two felt like doing whatever it is that you said.
thank you for that.
You're not forced.
Compelled.
You're not compelled, but you're like, yeah, what?
Okay.
Of course, a kingly type would have such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll try the armor.
Now we'll try the armor.
Okie dokie.
How about I try this?
Okay.
Are you
wait.
taking it apart?
You're a
Or-
dwarf.
I'm going to
resistant.
take it
Take it
apart.
as a whole and
I'm going to
lift
take
it with
it
the
apart
skeleton.
to
Shake him out.
Get the skeleton out.
I'm going to undo the straps and lift.
Oh, okay.
Because first of all, that's much easier to carry when it's unstrapped, and second of all, I really don't have any reason to want the body.
Right.
And by the way, when he was speaking, your morale was very good. Like, if he told you to go after, go attack them, you'd be all, hey, what a great idea! We'll defeat them easily! Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So, you start dismantling the armor, shaking out the skeleton. When you take off the right gauntlet and shake out the hand, there is a ring, a big gold ring on this finger on his right hand.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll.
It's also ornate. It's
Yep.
very nice.
Do you want me to try taking it off that finger?
All right.
I will try taking the ring off the finger.
It comes off.
Okay. I'll add it to the stack in the.
You don't have to make a saving throw for picking it up.
Putting it on, maybe?
Well, if you want to try that, that's fine. But
I will continue
knowing that there was already one
removing.
magic item at least in here.
Yes.
I will continue removing the armor,
All right.
and basically with the hand, I put it back where it should be. So
Okay.
that the skeleton is mostly
Yeah,
together.
the skeleton doesn't get up and attack you or anything like that.
It would have already if it was inclined to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am just more, well, there's no reason to do greater desecration than redistribution of, well, I'm okay
He's not
with,
using it anymore.
he's not using it anymore. I'm fine
Absolutely.
with the redistribution of wealth, but one should still pay respects
So you're a communist dwarf, is what you're saying.
No,
Okay.
The wealth should redistribute towards me.
Ah,
No, wait.
not
I
Not
evening it out or something
you're
like that.
you're a yen Buddhist.
All right.
To save people from the evil of money, you're collecting it from everyone.
Nice. So that's the only thing. I mean, there's little tatters of cloth. He's currently wearing, cloth underneath the armor.
if it looks like some of the cloth has a symbol that would allow.
No,
okay.
it's stuff that's
If-
worn under armor. Nobody
okay,
cares about it.
Gambardine and such.
Meant to prevent chafing more
Yes.
than anything
Yeah.
else.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I was thinking is if it would have helped somebody who's a scholar to identify the person, then maybe. But
There's enough on the armor that if somebody's gonna know, they're
No,
gonna be able to
they'll-
tell
no.
from the armor.
was there anything?
Maybe the sword. But
Was there anything else in the room that looked like it might be valuable?
no, I mean there's murals on the wall, but you can't take the walls.
No. Make a rough sketch of the murals because then the scholar might be able to identify the religion.
Okay.
And walk around the room once because being a dwarf, if there's a secret door, I have a chance of noticing in the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And
There are no secret doors.
do we have anything else to do here? We've probably got other rooms to search. Or do we get out while the going's good?
In a fit of I don't know, piety. I
Really?
I arranged the bones in roughly their original position
I had
in the
done
sarcophagus.
Yeah. The thief had already done
Oh,
it.
you'd already done
The
that.
minimum
I missed
desecration possible,
that. Yeah.
but taking the actual valuable stuff.
Yep.
Bones aren't valuable. These scraps of cloth aren't valuable.
Looting,
trying to get
yes.
a ball that he couldn't get at.
Desecration, just to desecrate? No.
Okay. Fine.
Well, do we put the lid back on?
Sure.
Yeah.
If nothing
Yeah.
else.
If you pushed it on the floor, that would have been very difficult. But you just rotated it. Just rotate it back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to make you make a roll for that.
And then take a little piece of chalk, already looted. Write it on the sarcophagus.
Okay. I don't know if anybody's going to believe something written on chalk. I mean, if you're doing it for your own memory, that's fine. But
Somebody will come back through, and the stuff lasts a while, so.
all right. So we head back out of the dungeon now.
I believe so.
All right.
We have a major treasure. Isn't it best to make our way
Yes.
out?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And there were no other exits out of this room.
No,
Okay.
no doors or secret doors.
That we detected.
Had you detected, that is correct. Make it out of the dungeon
Yay!
and encounter nothing. You're in your boat.
Oh, you're up. That's empty. Thank you.
I guess with artistic value, we don't want to just melt it down.
That's
Past
what I was
index.
saying. Probably not.
Yeah, the thing is, if you're going to sell it in Morgan's Fort, you're selling it for the value of the silver.
And
If you're going to
it's
sell it
worth-
in Slateholm, there are probably rich people who would pay,
easily double that.
yeah,
Probably
Yeah.
quite a bit
Or-
more for the sword.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
The Duke might pay for the sword.
You mean Lord
Lord-
Brathwaite?
Yes, he might have interest in the sword because, well, it has its uses. He has done well by us. I would be inclined towards at least alerting him to what we found and find out if he wants the sword after.
give him the right of first refusal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once back, we ask for an audience when he has time.
Yes, when you get to Slateholm.
Morgan's Fort. when
The
we
Duke
get to-
does not live in
Oh,
Morgansford. He
I'm
lives
It's,
in
it's a
sorry.
Slito.
lord. It's a lord. It's just a lord in Morgansford.
So do we give him the right because he's the one that gave us the sword?
That's what I thought you were saying we wanted to do.
That's what I
Well,
was
but
saying.
you said Duke.
I said Duke. I said it wrong.
Okay. So you're actually talking about the Lord.
Morgansport, the Lord of Morgansport.
Okay.
And if he
Lord
wants
Halden
to,
Rathwind.
Oh,
what I have
yes.
written down.
and if he wants us to deliver it to the Duke on his behalf, well, that's another thing. The Duke doesn't get it for free, but the Lord might.
Morgan Rathman. Not who's here anymore. That was his son took over.
Mhm.
Yes, Paul. Okay. So yes, you get in the boat, you get on the river, you get to where you leave the boat,
Morgansport, yeah.
and you climb back up into Morgansford.
hmm
So,
Get a little bit cleaned up, and then ask about whether he has time to see us.
okie dokie.
We probably can get in to see a lord a little more easily than we'd see.
Well, you've never seen the Duke himself. You
Right.
talked to his underlings.
Yep.
But yes, you can get tomorrow. You can get a
Oh,
Okay.
well, that works for us.
Yeah.
audience. I mean, he's a lord. He's actually the son of a baron. He's not that high and mighty. He was just given this terrible situation to take care of.
Yes.
After his father had basically spent 2 decades
Yep.
Two
paying
decades.
no attention to anything.
2 decades letting it get worse, and now he got given this thing as, okay, fix it.
Here, son, I'm giving you all this land to rule. I'm going to Slito. Gee, thanks, Dad.
Yes, and my number. I'm sorry, got a new phone.
New phone, who dis?
Yeah.
So, yes.
Since the priest is more accessible and is probably one of the more learned men in Morgansport, we will ask him if he can identify any icons from the armor,
Okie dokie.
telling him we.
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I have no idea. Is that armor? Are you sure?
And then say, since we are going to have an audience with the Lord tomorrow, don't go talking about it because,
Okay.
well, we'd like the Lord to think that He is the very first we came to when we tried to.
Well,
get
you were
an
trying to
appointment.
sell it to me. You're
No.
just trying to have me identify it.
Yeah, just
Unfortunately, I'm apparently very stupid today.
I'm certain that it's a matter of you just don't pay that much attention to pagan icons.
Yeah, we don't have a comparative theology course. So
If Ta had wanted you to have this knowledge, you'd have.
I would have it, yes. You're not going to show him the sword? You showed him the armor, right?
We showed him the armor. Do
Okay.
we want to show him the sword?
Was there any engraving on the sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there was lots of engraving on the sword.
It was very ornamented.
No, I don't want to show him the sword.
Then we're not showing him the sword. So tomorrow morning we check the necklace before our audience?
Yes.
Okay. And being the center of learning that it is, there is no one else to check with on this stuff.
Yeah, the necklace, amulet, pendant, whatever you want to call it,
Is magical.
it is magical, but there's like no ornamentation on that. It looks very nice, obviously. It's got a great big red gem in it. But yes, it is magical.
Okay.
So once again, we have something we know is magical, and we know nothing about the magic it has.
You kind of figured out what the sword was when you picked it up. You could maybe try putting on the ring and the necklace if you wanted to.
I want to check the ring the next day.
Oh, we said do the pendant first.
Yeah, we tested the pendant today.
Yep.
Well, today being the next day after you came out of the dungeon.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
Because
before we
you've
go to-
already done today.
The sarcophagus.
Yeah, in the dungeon.
So yes, the day that we are going to meet with the Lord is the day that you check the pendant.
And yes, it is magic.
Yep.
So, and the next day is the day you're going to check the ring.
Yep. And then the next day is the day we check the armor, but that's the least likely to be magical.
Yeah. Magic items don't tend to tarnish like the armor.
Anyways,
So,
we arrive a little bit early for our appointment and are willing to wait.
okay.
And then we say we found something.
Have you finished clearing out the old stone fort?
No, we haven't finished, but we thought that what we found was valuable enough you'd want to have it brought to your attention.
Oh, okay.
And we bring out the sword, carefully not speaking. And then after I've set it down, I say, this is a magical sword that may be of interest because when you touch it and talk, your voice is very booming.
He's like startled, like, whoa.
We immediately thought of the uses on a battlefield. Not that I hope you don't have need of such.
No,
but we thought that
I mean, all of my problems are very, like, small scale. I don't have an army that's trying to invade me or anything like that.
we thought that you would be interested to know of its existence.
It's very interesting, but I don't think that I am the person who
should have it.
should be,
Okay.
wielding it. I'm not a battle commander.
All right. In the same place, we found this ring, the silvered armor, which is very ornamental, magical pendant.
Okay. So the armor is very nice,
It's
but
not
I'm not
useful.
the kind. Yeah, it's not useful, and I don't. Once again, if I were, on a parade or something like that, but we don't do that around here.
We are thinking only people that would likely be interested in it is some historian or rich dude in Slateholm.
Yeah.
But we thought that you would want to know that we had found.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the symbols on that armor are like pagan symbols, so I wouldn't want to wear it.
Yeah.
Yep. But
I don't know who. Yeah, it's got to be
Someone
somebody who would just want to show it off in their castle.
or show it off in a collection. If
Yeah.
they
Somebody very rich who, just
wants
Right.
wants it to
Sure.
brag about having it or whatever. Let's see now. So that's the sword and the
And the
armor,
armor,
and you
and then-
said something about.
This ring, we haven't determined yet if it's magical or not.
Well, that's nice.
this
We don't know if
pendant
it's
that
cursed or not yet either, do
Right.
We
Nope.
don't. And this pendant we know is magical, but don't know if it's cursed or not.
Yeah, I don't want either.
I thought that they were of significance
They're
enough that you would
interesting.
like
Yes,
to
I
know.
thank you for mentioning them to me.
We're about, we think, halfway done clearing. I mean, it's kind of tough to know. The first floor is cleared. The oozes keep coming. We have to burn them away. The second floor, we're probably about halfway through. If there's a lower floor than that, we haven't found a way down.
Okay.
Yes, we were going to run up to Slateholm and
If you want us to finish clearing first, we could understand that.
So let's see. The first floor, which is the most likely floor for something to come out from
Yep.
and attack people,
Yep.
is clear.
Yep. And we did clear several things out of it. We've cleared out some hobgoblins. We've cleared out a bunch of skeletons. We've cleared
Okay.
out the oozes. But the oozes, like I said, keep coming. We found a room where they stored oil in order to deal with the oozes when they came.
Okay.
So I think when it
I
was
think-
active, they had a problem with it.
I think if yeah, I mean, if it causes a problem again, I'll send somebody in if you aren't back already.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be gone for a year or
No.
anything.
Mm-mm.
You're just
No.
going up to Slate Home and then coming back.
That is the intent, is go up to Slade Home, try and sell all of this very pricey gear, or identify some of it,
Yeah.
and then purchase some things that aren't available here and come back.
Okay.
So last
Sounds fine
time
to
it
me.
took what, almost a month? Is that right? It took quite
Slade
a while.
home and back.
Slade Home and
I
back.
thought it was on the order of a week's travel.
Oh, was it only?
We look at the map.
We made the trip once, I remember.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like at second level we get a second level spell and another first
A
level
second
spell.
level spell already? Wow.
Yes. We get to cast one second level spell each day.
Third level, you get to do that. Second level, you just have 2 first levels.
Okay, where are you finding that?
Player characters, magic user, page 8.
Page 8.
For level 2, it says 2,500
Oh, there
XP,
I see it. Yeah, now I
and
see it.
2 first level and dashes for
Yeah.
the
It
others.
is
Got it.
8 days each way.
Okay.
So probably take us 3 weeks total.
3-4 weeks.
Worry if it gets to 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we need a pack animal for this stuff?
It might be easier. Do we want to get a pack animal since we currently have money? How much does one cost?
How much is a cheap pack animal?
40 gold.
$40 for this broken down nag.
Well,
it is a healthy pony. I mean, small horse.
So no such things as mules or donkeys.
Well, there might be in the expanded. Let's check the equipment emporium.
Donkey, mule, or ass is also 40 gold.
Okay. That is the answer.
An elephant costs 200. Oh, they don't actually sell them.
I think that that it's probably worth it if anyone knows how to get a mule to move.
Ponies tend to be more amenable. And the same price.
What would we have? You know, would there be Would we just be assumed to know how to?
Donkey, mule, or ass?
You're not assumed to know how to ride, but yes, you can lead a pack animal.
Okay.
Okay. Split 3 ways. It'd be
13, 14.
Yep. 14 gold from someone and 13 gold from each of the others.
I'll toss the 14.
Okay.
I won't stop you.
I will put in 13.
So
Same here.
just to let you know, donkeys and mules are somewhat more sturdy than ponies.
That's true.
Okay.
I kind of prefer to get the donkey or the mule, personally.
Okay.
I want to take whichever of those donkey, mule, or ass is the easiest to handle. I've heard that donkeys or mules can be as stubborn as a dwarf.
Yeah. So yeah, the donkey is probably less cantankerous.
Cantankerous. All right.
Okay, so we get a donkey.
We get a donkey.
Yes. Yeah, cost the same. So.
Okay, so we went up to level 2.
Do you get a
Yeah.
spell?
Oh. Well,
So
did
what
get
do we
more
got?
hit
So
points.
we have all this bookkeeping. We went up to level 2. That means we need to do some bookkeeping.
Yep. You get more hit points.
Yes. While level 1 you get max hit points, level
Mhm.
2 you roll.
Right.
You don't get max hit points at level 1.
He said we.
He said we do.
I said we do.
Oh.
You should
Max
have.
hit points is whatever your hit die is.
Oh, my hit die is a die 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why you have 4 hit points at level 1.
I feel less bad about having a total of 8 now.
You must have rolled a 4.
No.
On your
level
second. Oh,
3.
you're level.
I'm
Oh,
level
okay.
3.
You're level
so
3.
I
That's
rolled
right.
2 twice.
Well, we don't have a D7, so am I rolling a D6? Or
How do you?
Combination plus.
Oh,
These characters roll 6-sided dice for hit points. If you look on page 6,
Mhm.
combination classes,
yes,
fighter magic user,
right.
it
Got it.
tells you that these characters roll a
On
6-sided die for
D6.
hit points. So you should have 6 hit points right now, and you're
well,
going to roll.
actually, I have 5.
Well,
I have a
you've got a
consti-
bad
I
constitution.
have bad constitution.
I didn't make you have a bad constitution.
Right.
Oh,
I pick up 3.
Does that mean I get 0?
yes. You can't have negative, but yes.
Okay. Oh well.
It feels like there should be a minimum of 1. You did go up a level.
Okay, sure. I'll take that argument. You got 1 hit point.
Okay. Does my attack bonus change?
Yes, it does. Your attack bonus is your level bonus plus your strength bonus.
Combination class characters use best attack bonus and best saving throw values of their original 2 classes, but must gain experience equal to combined requirements of both base classes.
Yes.
So my
So your attack bonus is fighter level 2,
Okay.
which is a +2.
Okay.
And then any strength bonus.
Yeah. Don't have any strength bonus.
That I've got.
Yes, and your attack bonus will go up again at level 4. So not for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I think of taking a fighter magic user, smack me up.
So what? How many experience points do I need to get to for 3rd level?
It is fighter 3rd plus
No,
Magic
fighter
magic
2nd.
user
Oh yeah, right.
3rd.
Which is how much?
So fighter 3rd is 4,000,
Okay.
and magic user 3rd is 5,000. So you
So I
need
only need
9,000
points to get ahead.
Well, that's only as much as we've already. That means I need a little bit more than a little bit less than I've already accumulated.
True. Okay.
Does anything else change?
It doesn't
Because I
say
get a
anything
second-
about spells as far as getting them.
Well, I mean, it's the table on page 8
Right,
tells
right.
you get.
We can have two first level spells in mind.
right.
See
But
spells
you don't
section for more details.
Right.
learn
Right.
a new spell or anything like that.
We
It's
have to go buy them,
yeah.
get them
Mhm.
scribbled in our books.
um,
I get the feeling that the person who came up with this original sort of system was in the British public schools.
um,
Jack Vance.
that's what it's supposedly based on.
It's
yes.
what it's what the theoretical is, at least part of the inspiration for.
Game Master's section on page 151 talks about rules for acquisition of new spells.
The rules of acquisition. Yes.
My memory is that basically you have to find somebody who will sell us access to their to sell us access to a spell so that we can copy it into our spell book.
That was without advancing a level. I'm
Okay.
wondering if advancing a level you get spells, because otherwise, when you get to the next level, you will have 0 second level spells, but the ability to memorize one.
Can't you? Okay,
Each time he gains a level, he or she gains the ability to cast more spells. In addition, every other gains access to
Yeah, it says, however, gaining the ability to cast these spells does not necessarily mean the magic user instantly learns new spells. And it goes on to tell you that you need to
Magic
find,
users may learn spells by being taught by studying another magic user's spell book.
So you don't get new spells.
Right, you don't
Okay.
automatically get new spells.
If I were when I get to 3rd level and pick up
the ability to cast
a
a
second level spell,
You have
until I have any second level spells that I know / written down, whatever. Can I do 3 first level spells? Okay.
So when you go to town, you see if they can also write. If we can't find an old book that has a second level spell, or find somebody who's willing to write one into a book, so that when you are finally capable of the arcane knowledge to cast it, you have at least one.
So, adventure basic knowledge says occasionally you'll find spell books in dungeons.
Yep.
Because magic users bring their
Bring
spell book with them and they die.
Yep.
That's the cheapest way
To get
to get a spell book.
Second cheapest is find an adventurer that didn't have any magic users in the party, and buy a spell
Buy a
book
spell
they
book
found.
off them, yes. And sometimes, yeah, you'll
You'll luck out.
you'll luck out. The most expensive is the way they tell you in the book, where you find a teacher, and then you pay him to teach you and inscribe the new spell in your book, and you're like, this is very expensive. Why does
How
this
much
have
is
to cost so much money?
How expensive was it again?
500 gold.
500 gold pieces to inscribe a new spell in your book. Yeah, you guys don't have enough money to inscribe a new spell in your book.
I wonder if the price goes down if there's a dagger at his throat.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. You should have around 200 each in gold.
Okay.
150 in raw silver or more,
Um,
and about 100 in just plain gold.
I've got 1,400 in silver.
Which
Yeah,
is about
but,
140 gold.
Yes.
and I've got 16. I got 170. I got 170 gold and another 150 gold worth of silver, which is like 320.
Okay.
And
What
then-
that says to me is, I could give you a loan so that
Okay.
between the two of you, you could
Okay,
hire
if
someone.
I learn the spell and get it in my spell book, can I then teach it to him and inscribe it in his spell book?
I can read it from your spellbook.
Yes.
Okay.
Or, like, if you find a spell book, either of you can read it from the spell book. That's fine. But inscribing into a spell book takes a very special, very costly ink.
Okay.
That's why it costs 500.
Okay.
It's a mystical process.
It is. And
That's what they
So-
keep telling us.
so,
So if that is the case, it seems to me that it would be worthwhile to get a spell book that is shared, and you each keep your own spell book for whatever is in there.
but yes, you can cross teach. If
Okay.
you know a spell and he doesn't, you can teach it to him. He
Okay.
knows a spell and you don't, he can teach it to you. And once you're taught, then you can use it. You can get it from a spell book.
Okay.
As long as you got the spell book.
We can see if we can find any spell books for sale in Slatehill.
How much does an empty spell book cost?
Not empty.
Empty spell books are the spell book itself is actually not that expensive. It's
Right.
it's like 5 gold. It's that damn ink
Right.
that is ridiculously expensive.
Okay.
Spell book, 25 gold. So that's
Spell, yeah, right. 25 gold pieces. I'm sorry, it was not 5, it's 25, but that's nowhere near
the price
the
of
price of
scribing.
inscribing a single spell.
Right.
Yeah, it's got 128 pages, so yeah, you're not gonna fill your
Fill.
spell book very quickly.
How much space does an individual spell take?
1 page.
1 page per spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let the two of you discuss whether you can just swap back and forth spell books or if you need a spell book for the community spells. But since it's to my advantage for you guys to have more magic, I am willing to fill in the remaining gold you need in order to get one spell.
There is also the off chance that we'll actually be able to just afford one each ourselves after we sell that stuff.
It is possible.
So.
So
There's no like library here or bookstore.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect to get such an item at Morgan's Court. However, I guess we could go to the general store since he's the one that buys all the miscellaneous stuff and
Mhm.
tell him if he gets a book that appears to be gobbledygook and turns out to be a spell book, we would be interested.
Okey-dokey. I do not have one in stock right now.
Yes. If you are offered one,
I actually do have empty spell books. I got 3 of them.
Wow. Well, if you guys want to buy an empty now, fine. But
Yeah, if you, this is
I'm willing to do the share back and forth thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a spell book already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people aren't into sharing, so I wasn't going to insist you. To
Yeah, I mean,
share.
you could each have your own and then have a party spell book if that's
Yeah.
what you're trying to suggest.
That's what he's suggesting. Yes.
Yeah, but you're willing to swap your own books back and forth. You don't care.
Mhm.
Then grand. That's 25 gold that doesn't have to be spent on
Yep.
that.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I think you're probably
next- And so the day after, we see the day after the audience,
Yep,
Mhm.
we check the ring.
we check the ring, and then we leave for Slayhole.
Okay, the ring is also magical.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so tempted to just try them on and see what happens.
Well, the pendant is the one that is dangerous to try on.
Why?
Because if it shrinks around your neck too much,
Well, there's that. Yes.
Well, let me know if you're gonna do something with the
the-
two magical things that you don't know what they do.
if we want to try the ring, I would also be willing to try the ring around my finger.
I'm going to put on the ring.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
You suddenly feel your testicle shrivel. Oh no, that was the one I
No.
put on this finger. Anyway.
No. Some magic is trying to affect you. Do you want to save versus spell? You can waive the save. You can just say, I'm just going to let that magic affect
I'm
me.
going to let it happen.
Okie
I'm going
dokie.
to roll with it.
On your sheet, what is written down for charisma?
Pathetic.
The worst.
My charisma is 7.
Wow.
There's a reason I'm Tauren the Uncomely.
So you become average looking.
So I'm up around a 10.
A 10, yes.
Hey.
It's like it boosts your charisma by 3.
I suddenly feel prettier.
You are pretty, okay?
He said prettier.
I mean,
Yes.
Aha.
but yes, this is a very obvious effect. The two people looking at you go,
Right.
your appearance has changed. You look, and your voice is smoother. In general, you are more
More charisma.
pleasing.
Yes.
More pleasing.
You're less repugnant. Well, thanks. Okay.
So you
I
can
will-
you can write that down. It's
I will-
charisma plus a ring of charisma plus 3, which is nice. I mean, you know, you get better deals in shops.
I'll get average deals.
Better than If you were trying to
It's your
negotiate
charisma.
before,
12.
people
Mine
would
was the
have been
highest
not.
in the group.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your charisma?
12.
Yeah. See, and that's not impressive.
But 15 would.
15 is impressive. Yes.
It might be worth giving him.
Mm-hmm.
Does somebody want you to, does
I have the feeling we shouldn't dispense with this ring.
Yeah, we
hang on
should
to
not.
it.
okay, so do we want to try on the necklace?
The king, or whatever he was, had it buried with it.
Yep.
I doubt that he would have himself buried with something cursed.
Neither of the magic items so far have been cursed at all. They've
All right,
actually been
then I'll try
fairly
it
useful.
on.
You're the one with the highest resistance.
If I resist, it doesn't
Yeah.
show us what it
Yes,
does.
he has to let it go off.
I have to let it go off.
All right.
So,
So,
I will,
yes, you put it on. You feel magic attempting to influence you. Do you waive the save, or do you make a saving throw versus spell?
You know, I'm tempted to save just to see how tough it is to resist, but that's totally me, isn't it? It
Yeah.
doesn't change with the magic.
Right.
Okay. I will waive the save.
Okie dokie. So, how close are you to him when he does this? Are you actually in the same room?
Mm,
Yes,
I would
we're all in the
say
same room.
Same room.
All right. Both of you feel, I don't know, it's like fighting is a good idea right now. You're just really want to just beat the hell out of somebody. Not each other, but you want to find an opponent who you can kick the shit out of.
Aha! It's the necklace of Jarhead.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
influences you. Actually,
What's it?
it's not doing anything to you. Actually, it's like you're
I
radiating
don't
this.
think it works, guys.
It
works.
It works?
I'm gonna go find somebody and show him that it works.
No.
Take it off.
Settle.
You're not forced to do anything, by the way.
You're
It's
just feeling. So the guy that we took this off really liked to cause fights. It sounds like. Assuming
I
you
suppose
tell
I
me
could
what
have given
know.
you both saving throws versus spell if you had wanted them.
Hmm.
But then you would have
Yeah.
had no idea what
What
the
it
thing
did.
did.
Right. We wouldn't know what-
Other than it
We were
affects
gonna try
others.
So, yes, it influences you to desire combat more, but it also gives you a +1 to damage.
Okay. To presumably some number of people or any number of people within
Within a
X
certain, yeah.
within X
If you want to
distance.
experiment, you find out that it's anybody within 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're guessing this guy really was into combat.
A warrior king of some sort.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm inclined towards selling that because
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's just too many ways to get in trouble with it.
Yeah, I agree.
So we sell a sword.
Yeah,
we
you're
sell
you're
a
way less
pendant,
likely to negotiate in situations if somebody in the group is wearing that
Yeah.
pendant.
Keep the ring, probably.
Yeah. In fact, here, take the ring to go make the sales.
Yes.
Best looking dwarf you've seen.
Wow.
What does a 15 charisma do?
Gives you a +1.
Okay. Not a huge difference.
It's not huge, no.
But I do get to the point of having a bonus.
Yep. Yeah, 12 is +0, and 15
What's your charisma?
is +1.
10. Okay.
I'm not sure. Martin's character might have a better charisma than
I believe he does, but don't know right off.
Nor do I.
So
Anyways, for now.
Yep.
So we have our mule. We have our stuff to pack on it.
donkey.
Donkey. You're right, donkey.
Mules are not breedable. Donkeys are.
Yep. Mules are sterile.
Huh? Okay.
Okay. I didn't
And you're
know
not
there
being
was-
sold a female,
Right.
by the way. They cost more.
Right.
Well, let's head towards Slate Home.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
Still want to find out what the whatever is magic about this longsword I've been carrying for
Well,
months, weeks,
I
days.
think it'll be a matter of choosing whether you buy a spell or have your stuff identified.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any idea how much identify magic costs?
We did it once, and it was
Yeah, the weird thing is, it's not. I don't believe that they list Identify Magic
as a spell.
as a spell. Which just means it's.
Trial and error.
No, it's not a spell that you can learn.
Oh,
The spells in the book are magic user spells that you guys can learn.
mm-hmm.
But apparently Identify is not one of them.
Other spells may be available to people who are high-ranking members of a wizard's guild or etc. ad nauseum.
So,
Peachy.
so we are on our way.
We're on our way.
Okie dokie. Remember not to attack you with a troll this time.
Out of the forest comes a kraken. Wait.
What?
We back up and watch it die of asphyxiation.
Yeah. Release the Kraken. Okay.
Now we really have to keep watch at night.
Yep.
One person on each watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys have.
I take center watch since I can see in the dark.
Oh, we all can.
Also, elves don't sleep.
They meditate.
They meditate, but not for 8 hours. It's.
Oh, it's less than 8
I
hours?
believe it is less than 8 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Do we heal a hit point per day?
If you are
Just
resting.
normal. Oh, you have to physically rest.
So
We
time
probably
spent in
healed.
town.
The time we spent in town was probably counting for healing time.
Yes, you aren't doing
Okay.
anything.
And we stayed 3 days in town?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still down 2 hit points.
Well, you probably want to stay another couple days.
Yep.
We can put it off.
Could
Put
go
off
to
maybe
the
for 2
temple
days.
and get a healing.
Just stay the 2 days. The inn is
Okay.
cheaper than the temple.
Well, of course, it doesn't say under elves how long you have to meditate every day.
Well,
It doesn't even say that you don't sleep, but I know you don't sleep.
you want to declare a number until you find it?
Um,
Do you want to try searching the PDF for meditate?
it's not.
Oh yeah. While you're resting, I'm going to go pick up some bags.
Right.
Basic
Maybe this is.
sacks.
I'm thinking of a different system because it doesn't look like it's saying that elves don't sleep.
2 large sacks and 3 small ones.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I guess elves sleep in this system.
Okay.
I was thinking of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, maybe?
You want first or third?
Dungeons and Dragons
I'll take
First
third.
Edition
Okay.
said that elves meditate rather than sleep. This doesn't seem to say that.
No, I just looked for the word sleep. There's 28
It doesn't
occurrences, and none
look
of them
like-
say anything about elves.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like elves are immune to sleep if I read it right.
Yeah.
Whereas they had been immune from the D&D First Edition. So evidently we have lower quality elves in this system.
Yeah.
We're immune to ghoul paralysis, but not sleep. First, second, third.
First night. Third watch.
What did I see 2? 1 large and 3 small, or 2 large?
You said 2 large, each holding 3 small.
2 large, 3 small.
So a net 2 large, 6 small.
Oh. Okay. You want some sacks? Bags?
Sure, I can carry. You want me to carry half of those?
Sure.
Okay, so your third watch.
Yes.
Roll a d6.
Neat. Just a sec. Bookkeeping.
1d6.
1d6. A 4.
You are not surprised. You see a pair of shining eyes. You would guess it's some sort of not especially large animal, way out there. There's only one of them. Maybe, I don't know, 30 yards away.
Well, I start.
Are you going with a fire or without a fire? You guys can all see in the dark.
I think that it's safer without a fire.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you can't really. It's far enough away and it's in brush, but you caught sight of its eyes. It's out there.
I knock an arrow.
That's what I.
Yeah, it's not a rabbit or something like that. It's bigger than that, but it's not like
A moose.
a moose. It's not a bear. It's something smaller. Than that.
Something on the somewhere between a bobcat and a cougar.
Yeah, something about that. Maybe cougar size.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna knock an arrow and watch it. And try.
Trying
Thinking of the
to
wrong system.
identify it if
I don't want to turn my
Get a
back
good-
on it, but at the same time, I'm hoping it doesn't have companions.
if they come running up on you, you'll likely hear them.
So you're trying to identify it from what you can see.
Yeah. If we had a
Always
fire,
keep
I'd have
your
thrown another
companions.
log on it.
Well, if you want to fire, it's your
No.
watch.
I'm not stopping to build a fire.
Well, you could have built one at the beginning of your watch.
Right. But
We do build a fire at night for dinner, then put it out, and one morning
Yeah, you're not
before
going with a
crew.
cold camp.
mm,
There are embers from the cooking fire. I suppose if you wanted to completely douse them, then. So it's-
Probably wouldn't completely douse them because we're not leaving the campsite.
yeah, you can use the embers for warmth. Obviously.
Yep.
So it moves. It's moving in towards the camp. It comes out of the brush. It's a wolf.
a wolf.
It's about 20 feet away now.
I think it's going to buy an arrow.
Okie
I think
dokie.
it's going to collect
It's
one for free.
initiative.
Okay.
I goes first.
4.
I rolled a 6.
Winner goes first.
The
So-
wolf goes first.
I'm going to finish moving towards you and try to bite you.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, armor class does not take into account level, does it?
No.
That is that's going to connect.
Okie dokie.
Did you include your shield?
Yes.
Okay. Then it connects.
14 is what I've got.
I hit you for a point of damage.
Ouch!
Okay.
So out in the brush,
Mm-hmm.
you see another pair of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, since there has been combat at the end of this, do we get
Are you
some
being
sort of-
silent?
First, I'm going to put the wolf to sleep.
Okay.
I'm casting a sleep spell.
You are casting a sleep spell. I believe I am a 2 hit dice creature. Do I just go to sleep then?
We have before.
Yeah.
Since we only have sleep in our spellbook, does that mean we can interrupt it twice?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Creatures of 3 or fewer hit dice into a magical slumber. Creatures of 4 or more are not affected. Choose a point of origin for the spell within given range, and those creatures within 30 foot of the chosen point may be affected. Each creature in the area is allowed a save versus spells to resist the effect.
Okay. Get a save.
I'm going to cast the spell about 10 feet out.
So that hopefully neither of us are in the area.
I'll kick you guys awake.
But you're going to try and make it so that it will affect both this wolf and that wolf.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
As soon as I noticed it was a wolf, I started expecting others.
Yeah, they don't tend to.
There's a reason it's called a wolf pack.
Yes.
Oh, it tells me. What it saves as. Save as. Second level fighter. So, roll a 16 or higher. That's an 11. And a natural 1.
They are both snoozing.
They both fall asleep.
Okay, I'm going to kick these two awake.
Sword at the near one. As I recall, I have to basically roll damage, and it's tripled, right?
Yeah.
Double.
Double, yeah, it's not.
I don't have to roll to hit, right? It's
Not against a
helpless.
sleeping creature, no. Well, I mean, if the sleeping creature is like
This one might
got a
get
lot of
back
armor.
up. So it's 4 doubled is 8 damage.
Don't you have the knife of kill almost everything?
The sword actually
Oh,
can
okay.
do better. Can do better.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy. One of those is a really big wolf.
Yeah. So you stab the first one. It's bleeding.
Okay.
It's badly damaged. It's not dead,
Stab it again.
but it does wake up.
It
So
does wake up.
it's going to get
So initiative.
initiative. Yes. I am 5.
3.
3. It looks like it's you and then all of us.
Okie dokie.
I'm standing right there, so
It's going to attack you, yes. Unfortunately,
It missed.
It really missed.
okay.
Not an automatic miss, but close.
I will hand the sword back to you and get out the dagger of kill almost everything.
All right,
because
that's gonna take your action.
Yes, but he should still have enough actions to attack, correct?
Sure.
Okay. I figure you're better combatant.
Pretty sure.
So
you
I
hit.
believe that's a 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that really hits.
For 7 damage.
Okay. Well, he goes back to sleep.
I guess I try again.
Yeah.
Hold it. First, let's look around and make sure there isn't a third wolf.
There's no.
Okay. I try again.
Okie dokie.
Same song. This time I do better. It is 16 damage.
Oh my goodness! It is not bleeding.
Yeah.
Sword back.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tougher wolf, but wow. Double
Roll
the
the-
amount of damage from the first attack.
Yeah, I rolled higher. I rolled a 5 instead of
A 1.
Okay, they have no treasure on them, by the way.
Okay.
They have pelts.
And they have pelts, but the probably isn't.
Is this the first day?
That was the
It's
first
the night
day.
of the
The
first
first
day
day.
out. Yes.
Yeah, it's probably. Do we really want to carry the wool pelts for a week?
Not really.
Yeah.
Probably
So
not. So
You're
we
not
take,
tanners. You don't.
we-
you don't have a tannery with you.
we drag the wolf carcasses far enough away from camp that any coyotes or other such scavengers, vultures and such, can get them without having to bother us.
right.
Okie dokie. The rest of the night is uneventful.
Okay.
All right?
Second day, nothing happens.
All right. Oh, XP for wolves.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm getting close.
Bum, bum, bum. A total of 150 experience points.
Okay.
So did you also get over the line to second level?
Yes.
Okay.
I will
I was fairly
roll in
certain you had that.
approximately 400 XP.
After this.
After
Corwin, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel for 6 months. Very nice. Thank
Hey,
you.
Corwin.
Sorry, I was on a different tab because I was researching stuff. I didn't notice your sub. That's really awesome. Oh, we're on the second day.
Well, you said the second day.
Nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened.
So
So
I was
second
on
night.
the second night. And yeah.
First watch.
First watch, yes.
106 XP, I guess I need.
Okay.
So you're close.
I'm very close.
Let's see. Okie dokie. Wow, this is fun.
A golem.
I hope not.
No.
The golem is way above our pay grade, I believe.
So you're on first watch.
Yep.
Roll for surprise.
3. I surprise at -1.
-1.
Okay, so I surprise.
You're an elf, so you surprise on a 1.
Okay.
I don't know if there's something that would make that a -1. This is really hard to roll.
Okay.
One of your stat bonuses.
No, it's because I'm an elf. You should have the same. You should
Yeah.
have the same
you
surprise.
also surprise on a 1,
Right.
Okay.
but minus
Is surprise normally on 1 or 2?
yes.
Okay, that's probably what the -1 means.
It's
So instead of
yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever.
They only have a 1 in
Right at
6
yeah,
chance to.
Write it however makes sense to you. I don't care. So, coming
Reducing the chance of surprise by 1.
Right.
coming out of the bushes, brush, whatever. About. Oh well, he's like 100 yards away. Is a large brown bear.
I kick this one.
Mm-hmm.
Brown bear.
Brown bear. You want me to take a pot shot at him with the bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And while you're taking the pot shot, I kick you.
Okay.
Large brown bear.
Yeah, he'll be here in a couple of rounds.
We don't want any.
Yeah, well, you probably want to be awake and fighting him.
Yeah, I
rather
do
than-
want to be awake.
Ah,
I would rather not be sleeping as it comes and maws me.
I have to. Yeah, my max range is 150 feet.
It started at 100 feet up.
100 yards.
100
It is
yards.
quite a ways away.
Okay, so you wait till it's at 150 and then fire. Or you
Wait
take
till it's
the
150 feet. So it's at 300 feet right now.
Mhm.
Well, you can go. There's a short, medium, and long distance.
Yeah, long distance for me is 150 feet.
Oh, well then we wait.
All right. It moves towards you.
How far can I cast the sleep spell? All the stuff I should have studied, yes.
Range is 90 feet.
Okay.
So not as far as you can shoot your arrow.
Right. Is it actually coming toward us? And does
Yes.
it seem to be intentfully coming toward us? Or is it just happening in our direction?
It seems to think of you as food.
Okay.
It has identified us as food. It is time to dissuade it of that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're the
So-
24-hour deli. Gotcha.
Like 5 rounds go by, and it's now within your 150-foot range.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not running at you.
At
It is
90
moving at a normal pace.
I will get out my sling in that case, and at 90 feet, I can have a chance of hitting with the sling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
We'll say right now it's at 140 feet.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish to declare it so that
Yeah, I will do the same thing.
short range.
you
plus
also
one
have a sling.
bonus.
Yes.
Long range, a -2 bonus. Or a -2.
And
Okay.
remember, you've got one more bonus to attack because you leveled.
Right. So I'm actually at a net +1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm not getting that arrow back. It's a 10.
That does not hit.
Well, we might be able to recover it in the morning.
Maybe.
So,
So it moves 40 feet in.
I can make this easier for us.
So it's at 100 feet now.
All right, we have to wait a little bit longer.
you want to take
Fire
another
again.
shot? You can shoot
I'm
at it
going to take
again.
another shot. It's at 100 feet, so
That's
I-
medium range. for
medium
you.
range,
You're
which is-
using a short bow, is that
Yes.
right? Yes, it's at medium range.
I really have to pick up a long bow. All right, so this is going to be plus natural 20.
Well, that hits.
Let's see. My arrows are a d6.
Did something interesting happen on a natural 20, or is it just
It's an automatic hit.
Okay.
Okay. Now, missile weapons. Do I get the strength bonus?
I don't think.
I don't think I do.
No.
So that's only 2 points.
Okay.
Let's decide what-
Continuing coming in.
Yeah, that's not enough though.
How's
All
it
right.
feeling about getting poked?
It makes a loud roaring sound.
How does it feel about having 2 rocks and now an arrow coming at it this round?
Yes.
Okay, so it moves in another 40
40
feet. It is now at 60
60
feet.
Yay! I don't take a penalty. for
Right.
this. It went from out of range to medium range. 13?
No.
Yeah. Not
Never
finding
mind.
That, not finding that arrow.
That looks like a hit.
That's going to be a hit
Yeah.
for 1 point.
Okay. What is that, a sling?
That's a sling.
You don't even get a roar for
Night
that.
of the third day.
No, it's the night of the second. It's the first
Yeah, I seem to
First
be rolling
sleep
a
of
lot
the-
of encounters.
sleep of the second day. Of the second night.
Yeah, first watch of the night of after the second day.
Yes.
It moves another 40
40
feet in. It is now
20.
20 feet away. Next round, it's probably going to attack somebody.
Yep.
It'll move and attack.
Okay.
Do you want to try first?
Sleep.
Okie dokie. I save as a bat.
Hopefully he's not.
And you're centering it on him.
Right on
Yeah.
the bear.
Or right,
Bears
whatever.
are solitary,
Okay, so I need to roll.
usually.
least a 15 to save. And I rolled a 19.
Ah!
No, you weren't listening. Sleep.
Well, this makes it less likely. I rolled a 3. I fall asleep.
Okay. Do you want me to use the magic sword, or should I do it with the dagger? Because it probably isn't going to die in one hit.
It's a big animal. It is probably going to wake up when you stab it.
Let's go with multiple swords. at
So should we
once.
all try and hit it at once?
Yeah, you guys don't get the thief bonus.
Right.
All right. I will use my dagger because, well,
It's the dagger of kill everything.
it's
Right.
a dagger.
You use
Kill
the
everything.
+3.
Yeah.
Allow me to strike first.
You all can damage it without having to roll to hit.
Okay.
It is a prone, motionless opponent that does not have armor. If it had armor, then I would.
But now I do get the strength bonus.
Yes.
The attack
It would
bonus.
depend on the armor. Yes, you do.
So you probably do more damage than I did after doubling. I do 6 damage after the doubling.
After the doubling, okay?
I do 5 damage.
Okay, I did do more
I rolled
damage
badly.
than you.
I do 6.
Okay, so 5,
Uh-huh.
6.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite dead.
17, 18, 19, 20.
It started out at 22.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So initiative, I guess.
Initiative?
It's initiative. Yes, it's woken up and has decided that it's not going to run away.
5.
6.
6s.
Oh wait, what's our initiative bonus? Do we get a bonus on our initiative?
If you have a good enough dex.
Oh, never mind that. There's a reason I'm not
A natural 1.
Wow! And it's not a prone, motionless opponent anymore.
The 5s?
Did
You rolled
it
a 5, right?
Yes.
them or
No, 5s go
Okay.
next. 5.
19, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
16.
Oh, I have to look.
you could do damage.
Yes,
It
roll your
probably
damage.
won't matter.
Yeah.
16 hits.
And he rolled 8, but he rolled 8 damage, so he killed it.
Yeah,
11.
it's dead.
Yeah. Make note, bears much tougher to kill.
Well, yes. Bear meat is considered edible. Most people
Yes,
don't
it
eat
is.
wolves,
Right.
but
Don't eat the liver, I believe is
Unless you like bilharzia, yeah.
What's
okay.
Bill
I
Harzia?
must.
It's a liver fluke,
Oh, okay. A parasite.
a parasite. Yes.
So, you two can go back to sleep, and I'll slaughter I'll slaughter a bear.
Okay.
okie dokie. So you can list bear meat on your.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably just eat it all before.
The rest of the night passes uneventfully.
And bears are worth.
They are worth 360 experience points.
So, as soon as we get to Slateholm, you can go up in level.
Yep.
Yes, you don't go up on the trail or in a dungeon. But once you get to a city or town. The rest of the night goes an eventfully third day. Nothing happens. Third night. Nothing happens. Fourth day. Nothing happens. Fourth night. Nothing happens. Fifth.
Okey-dokey. So what is the roll for?
You are actually on a well-traveled trail, so I make it less than what it normally would be. I have to roll a 1 and a 1 and a 2, or a 1 and a 1.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is the night of the 5th day.
No, this is the late afternoon of the 5th day.
Yeah, this is getting towards evening. And standing, you come around a curve, and standing right there is a surprise roll.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
I got a 2. I
no.
think that means I'm surprised, right?
Yes. So you will be spending the first round not knowing that you're being attacked. Well, actually not attacked, because they're off there. They'll be moving towards you. And it is. I need to roll numbers. Tell you the creature or creatures are wolves.
More of the silly things.
Yes.
Well, you both have your spells back. So
Yep.
It is a pack of 6 wolves.
How far away is the pack of 6 wolves?
It is 120 feet away.
Have to wait
he
till
gets
this one
one shot and then the spells go.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast they run, you may want to do
One
one of the spells, and assuming it gets some, let him approach further before going with the other spells.
Is there an identifiable leader? Oh. What's the radius on it? 20 feet?
I thought
30.
it was 30, but
30 feet?
I will check. Sleep, 30 foot
Okay. And our range with it is
is
90.
90.
90.
Okay, so yeah. But he's inside my long range.
That's true, because 90 and 30, 120. You might not get out of them that way.
Well, no, he's within range for his short bow.
Oh, his shortcut, yes.
I swear.
They are a close pack, by the way.
Mhm.
So when you sleep, you can center it and get them all.
Yeah.
Once they're within sleep range. Okay, so let's roll initiative. Even though you don't get the first round,
Yep,
you roll initiative anyway.
6.
6.
4. So we are going to roll off. Let's see.
6.
5. So you go before me.
Should I take a shot at the one in the lead?
Sure.
Yeah, there is one that is closer to you than the rest of them. They're tight pack, but
15.
That would be.
That might be.
That's at least
that
a
is an
17.
That is an 18.
Okay.
Oh, do I don't get my strength bonus, just the level
Correct.
bonus. So
Level
that's a
bonus
17.
and dex bonus.
you hit.
Yay!
For a whole point of
For a
damage.
whole point. I think I may have put the arrow into the pinnae of his ear.
Yeah. It's
Or maybe you sliced off the end of his tail.
something.
Something, yeah.
You didn't do major damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
You hit him. All right. So then it's you.
No, actually, no, then it's...
No.
That's
This
right,
is the
surprise.
first round. You're
This is
surprised.
surprise.
I'm surprised.
And I don't have anything that can... They're 120 feet away at the moment, so
Yes.
there's nothing I can do to hit them.
Okay, so then they move 60 feet.
Okay.
So they are at 60 feet.
Okay.
We are back to the 6s.
Yes.
That
I
is
will
you.
fire. 18 becomes a 21. For 5.
Are you trying to injure the one that's already injured, or one of the others? Okay.
And I'll roll the right size die this time.
Good for you.
2 damage.
Okay.
I doubled his damage.
He's still up.
Yep. But now,
Sleep.
Okay, so they save as. Yes, and you've got alt in your sleep.
assuming that they are 3 or fewer hit dice.
Yes, they're all 2 hit dice creatures.
All right.
Severely failed to save. Looks like it succeeded. It succeeded.
I don't have that good of a chance, actually.
That one failed. That one failed.
Yes. The injured one falls asleep.
And that one severely fails.
So 2 are still awake?
Yes, 2 of them are still awake, which is unusual, but
No. We said sleep.
okie dokie. One's asleep. They're all asleep.
Start with the one that looks like the alpha. Oh,
Let's start with the one that was in the lead that's kind of got some damage first.
okay. So it's dead.
I assume that means it took more than 6 points of damage.
I rolled an 8 on the die. I
Okay,
added
well,
3
that's
to
dead
it, and
then,
then I
yes.
doubled.
Yes, it's dead. Very dead. Very, very dead.
It and the ground under it are both dead.
And then work our way from the top.
Yeah. Okay, 6 becomes 12 damage.
Wow. All right. It's
Still
not
awake?
dead, but it's very badly damaged.
Okay.
So, roll initiative.
3.
2
I like this die. 6.
6.
6s.
You can go first.
You have to make a 2 hit roll.
Let's see.
I think that's gonna. Oh
I
wait.
think that'll miss. Let's see. So normally with the long sword, I've got written down +2. I wonder why that is.
Because you're
because
second
I'm
level?
3rd level.
Third level?
Yeah.
Yes. So it'd be a +5 actually, so a 13.
That is exactly what you needed to hit.
10 damage.
Okay, well, it had 1 hit point left, so it is dead.
Next.
Next, all right.
9 becomes 18
18 damage.
because
It's another
doubling-
sleeping one, so
Yep.
it's 18 damage. Okay, well, that one is dead.
6 becomes 12.
It is dead.
Got 2 more left, right?
You do.
7 becomes 14.
It is dead.
And 9 becomes 18.
It is dead.
Okay. And you back the sword and kill the slaughter.
And experience.
450 experience points.
I will be back in a moment.
Just to let you know, you can't get more experience points than the top of your next level.
I'm not in any danger of that.
Okay.
I believe
Oh,
it
you can't.
doubles.
You can't be level 1 and have
Experience for level 3.
Are you
You can get up to the top of level 2,
okay?
but you can't go any further than that. You don't gain more experience until you have trained to level 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So presumably my next level is going to be somewhere around 1350 1,500. Well, 1,000.
What? I think you're off by 10.
13500.
Yeah.
13,500 to 15,000 is my guess for right.
Yeah.
So-
So you were saying 1350, and I'm
Yeah.
going what?
Oh yes, 13,500 sounds a lot more like what it would
you know,
be. Yes.
the chances of me getting 9,000 experience before we get to Slate Home are
Very low. Yes.
very low.
So it is 10:32.
What is fighter plus?
Oh.
I'm just looking at the actual numbers.
So you are level 2 now.
I'm currently 2.
So you could get up to the max of what level 3 is. And level 4 is at 18,000 for you.
Okay.
So you could get 17,999.
Yeah.
Okay, it is 10:32, so I am going to call it.
Okay.
Okay. It was the basically
It was the end of the 5th day on your way to sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah. We should probably drag the carcasses away from the trail.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's
Right.
courtesy. You guys are going on, but obviously you don't want the
We don't want
scavengers to
scavengers.
menace anybody else going on the
Right.
trail.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to earn another 5,000 to get to 10,000 XP before we get to town.
Probably not.
But,
Not unless we run into a band of marauding riffs.
and then we have to
Hey,
survive.
look, it's an army over there. Let's attack it.
Let's not.
Let's follow the teachings of brave Sir Robin.
And run away.
Oh, come on.
Okay. It might be really amusing if we saw the army over there for you to put on the 3 magic items. Well, to put on the 2 magic items and carry the 3rd one, and walk into and tell them, you attack them.
Yeah, those guys.
That
You know,
probably-
your average soldier.
Unless you have a situation where